Binge the full week of The Ray Taylor Show ad-free over at inspireddisorder.com/plus.
This is The Ray Taylor Show.
Swipe Up, episode 191. This is the show where I share my opinions on current events. Let's get it started, shall we? Starting off with the Ghostbusters universe. During Ghostbusters Day, Jason Reitman and Gil Kenan made several announcements. Ghostbusters Afterlife sequel will return the series to New York City. The code name is Firehouse. Ghostbusters animated film from Jason Reitman and Gil Kenan with Sony Animation. Ghostbusters animated series is in the works at Netflix and produced by Sony Animation. That's amazing. Let me read the little thing here. My take, his take, the person Geek Facts take. I'm a huge fan of Ghostbusters, so all this Ghostbusters content is music to my ears. Seemingly, Jason and Gil are pouring their blood, sweat, and tears into building a Ghostbusters universe, much like the MCU. Ghostbusters Afterlife was a movie that looked back in many ways, so I'm hoping the sequels will be a movie that looks forward. A Ghostbusters movie for the 21st century, if you will. Winston is a wealthy businessman now, so I hope he invests his money into new technology, new flight suits, new proton packs, new vehicles. I'd love to see some of the characters being chased through New York on an Ecto motorcycle. Your take. Are you looking forward to the sequels of Ghostbusters Afterlife, maybe the Netflix animated series? What's your favorite Ghostbusters movie? I loved Ghostbusters Afterlife. I had so much fun watching it, even though the end of the movie is almost a beat-for-beat remake of the first film. I don't care. I enjoyed all of the characters. I enjoyed the look back into all of the old tech. I thought it paid a lot of homage and respect to the original Ghostbusters film, which the all-female version, I felt its biggest weakness was that it did not do any of that, that it tried to make its own thing completely, and in a lot of ways felt like it just shit on the previous films. Felt like more of an attack on men in general than it did a Ghostbusters movie. That it felt like that was the main focus of making that movie, which is fine. I thought there were fun elements. I enjoyed the actors involved. I would love to see them get maybe brought back into some of these, just written and directed by people that actually love and appreciate the Ghostbusters idea, the Ghostbusters franchise. But I loved Ghostbusters Afterlife. I am totally in for any sequels, as far as everything being turned into a quote-unquote universe. I'm perfect, especially after seeing the last one. I'm perfectly fine and hopeful for any sequels they do. As far as like the animated series, I might check it out. I enjoyed the Ghostbusters cartoon when I was a kid. There's not many animated TV series that I watch currently that I've gotten hooked on. Currently, so we'll see if it depends on if it's geared more for kids or if it's geared more for adults, but I'm open to it. I'm definitely more excited about the film than I would be the animated series, although Sony Animation, they do great stuff. I mean, Into the Spider-Verse was an amazing film, so I'm probably more excited for the Ghostbusters animated film. However that gets brought about, if that's part of the universe or maybe a spin-off type of a story. Either way, I'm glad that it's kind of being helmed by Jason Reitman and Gil Kenan, because their love of Ghostbusters really showed in Ghostbusters Afterlife, which I really enjoyed. Probably one of the most fun type of movies to just unplug and enjoy that I'd seen in a while. So definitely looking forward to all of these things. Very excited for what could potentially happen with the Ghostbusters universe for sure.
And now a quick word from our sponsor. Now you can wear The Many Faces, original art by Ray Taylor. Select pieces from the ongoing series of abstract ink paintings. All products made with high-quality materials, made right here in the USA. Go to inspireddisorder.com/TMF merch to browse the entire collection and save yourself an extra 10% when you check out by using coupon code RTSTMF. So once again, go to inspireddisorder.com/TMF merch and save 10% when you use coupon code RTSTMF. And now, back to our show.
Let's move on to something that has always been rumored and is still rumored. This is just a fake poster, which Boss Logic is one to do. He makes these fictional posters trying to kind of, trying to manifest a reality. And I like this manifestation. This, of course, being the Kill Bride poster designed by Boss Logic, which is the rumored and fan kind of hopeful sequel to the Kill Bill movies by Quentin Tarantino. This one rumored to take place in the future, obviously, by the kid that was killed by Beatrix Kiddo. She survived. Her mom died. I forget her mom's code name, but amazing scene where she's got like the gun hidden in the cereal and all that. And the movie was long rumored to be that kid grown up getting revenge on Beatrix Kiddo. And the idea of this poster, which I love casting-wise, is for Zendaya to play that grown-up version of that kid seeking revenge on Uma Thurman. That would be amazing. That would be amazing for Quentin Tarantino to finish his quote-unquote final film, which I don't know if... I wouldn't be surprised if Tarantino did more than that, than one last film. But if it were one last film and it was a follow-up to the Kill Bill movies, and to have Zendaya, who I think is amazing, I think she's great in everything she does, especially her dramatic performances. Her performance in the newest season of Euphoria was amazing. But even stuff like the dramatic film she's done, the superhero film she's done in the Spider-Man movies, I think she's great. I think she's amazing, and I would love to see her work with Quentin Tarantino and to portray that character in the follow-up. So would love to see it. Hopefully this poster is a sign of things to come. Hopefully the poster manifests the reality of that film coming to light. And just any Quentin Tarantino film I'm a big fan of. It's definitely been fun to watch Quentin Tarantino's filmmaking style evolve over time and see how he's kind of gotten more into that alternate history type of what-if type of storytelling that he did with not only Inglourious Bastards, but also Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, which I loved. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. That's like just, I don't know. I love all of Quentin Tarantino's films, but Once Upon a Time in Hollywood was so good. I mean, just everything he does. He's just an amazing artist. So hopefully we'll see if that ends up being the final Quentin Tarantino film. Let's see if Boss Logic called his shot correctly. Let's move on to there's a lot of shortages happening. Last week I talked about a potential popcorn shortage, which is brutal. I love popcorn, but, I mean, if there's a shortage in popcorn, I'm going to survive. And if there's a shortage in Sriracha, which it seems like the main company who makes Sriracha, bottle, you see the rooster on the label, the Hui Fong Foods Sriracha. If there's supposed to be a shortage of that coming soon, where their like crop of peppers didn't turn out to their quality standards, so there's going to be a shortage, as I'm sure there's going to be shortages in a lot of things. I mean, I love the hot sauce, but it's not It's not going to kill me. Some people love Sriracha. Some people love it. And I enjoy it. I think it's good on certain things. I actually just recently bought some. It's been a while since I've had Sriracha at the house, so and was out of any kind of just hot sauce, and it was the only one available out of the ones that I tend to get. I like Tapatio as kind of my personal favorite hot sauce of like the inexpensive hot sauces that are out there. But it's been a while since I got Sriracha, so I got some Sriracha, and then I came across this article, and I was like, oh, well, maybe I should hold on to it. It's going to be worth money. Nah, not really. I'm using it, but I'm not going to be, I'm not going to go crazy if the Sriracha shelf is empty at the grocery store. Out of the hot sauces, it definitely has a specific taste that I appreciate, and a specific consistency too. It's not as wet. It's a little bit more pasty than other hot sauces, than like more of a Mexican hot sauce. But yeah, interesting to see the different things that are kind of going to be in short supply here coming up. But Sriracha, one of them. And I'm sure there's people, because I know there's people that are obsessed with Sriracha, and hearing that news have probably purchased cases of Sriracha. And I think that's kind of funny. But it is what it is.
Join Inspired Disorder Plus today. Head on over to inspireddisorder.com/plus to join. Membership includes members-only discounts and deals. You get access to the Ray Taylor Show completely ad-free, as well as bonus episodes. You get access to the complete live painting archive. You also get access to every single podcast ever produced by Inspired Disorder, hosted by Ray Taylor. You get access to Ray Taylor's personal blog, as well as the opportunity to ask me any questions. So if you want to start a podcast, you're into art, ask me anything. And so many more things are being added every day to Inspired Disorder Plus. So sign up today, become a member, head on over to inspireddisorder.com/plus and become an Inspired Disorder Plus member today.
Moving on to our final story, UK begins world's largest ever 4-day workweek experiment. I love this. Obviously, the 4-day work week would give humans an opportunity to enjoy another day of existence outside of work. I am currently doing episode-by-episode recaps of the show Severance, which is an interesting dive and look at the quote-unquote work-life balance. And the idea of severance is that when you're in work, you are a different person, and that person, when you're in work, does not share the memories and thoughts and ideas of the person that's outside of work. So if you decide to become severed, you don't ever get that experience of leaving work or going home or the weekend or sleeping. It literally feels like a never-ending existence of being at work, which would be a living hell. Working for any company to make money for some CEO that's getting paid 1,000 times more than the employees are is ridiculous. The inequities in how workers are paid versus how CEOs and these billionaires are being paid is ridiculous. And I love the fact that the UK is experimenting with this. I'm sure it will go well. All of the studies I've seen, I mean, this isn't like out of nowhere idea. I've seen studies, I've seen things in the past where it's like if you, as an employee, given more time to unplug from work, will allow you to be more efficient at work. And that most people who are at work, who are forced to work 5 days, 40-hour weeks, tend to not be productive and just fill the time rather than getting their work done and then being detached. I would love it. Makes me, if this works out, it would make me want to go to the UK. Although the UK has a lot of similar problems that the US has. It seems like a lot of countries that have white people in them have a lot of the same problems that the US has, as far as conservatives, as far as like Trump fans in all these countries, which is wacky. QAnon fans, obviously white supremacy being at the core of all this, the white racism, whether it's, Australia, UK, Canada, US, all of these countries. So the idea, the thought of moving to another country that's going to have all the same disgusting attributes as America is not as appealing, but something like this, not that I really want to work for anybody anyway. My desire is to just continue doing this show, continue to doing my artwork and making money doing those things, being my own employee, being my own boss. That is my goal, which is a 7-day-a-week, 24/7 type of job for me. But for everybody else, I'm pro-worker. I'm for sure would be love to see this take off and prove its success, as so many things that other countries do, proving the success of universal health care, proving the success of strict gun laws, just so many things that America should look at and follow in the footsteps of, to make the world, to make America a better place, to make it great in a way it has never been. That is what I wish, and I'm sure this will be a success, and I'm looking forward to, who knows how long it will, this study, this experiment will last before they come to their conclusions. I wonder if, it will be sabotaged in order to, I don't know. It's something that hopefully there will be updates for, that I will see and be able to see its progress and hopefully success. With all that said, let's do some shout-outs and get out of here. Shout-out to Geek Facts. Shout-out to Boss Logic. Shout-out NBC Palm Springs. And shout-out Now This News. But most importantly, shout-out to you.
New episodes of The Ray Taylor Show come out every single day. Subscribe on YouTube and everywhere our podcasts are found. Binge the full week over at InspiredDisorder.com/plus. Buy Ray Taylor Show merch over at InspiredDisorder.com. And follow the show on Instagram at Ray Taylor Show. Have a wonderful day, everybody. Peace out!
Today is the day where you wake up and you realize that everything that you've been dreaming about, everything that you've been wanting, every goal and wish and hope that you've ever had can become real. Dreams can come true. What you manifest in your mind, you can bring to reality.